Good evening, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about a simple dietary strategy that can significantly enhance the production of growth hormone while you sleep. This is not just about aesthetics or athletic performance. Growth hormone plays a pivotal role in cellular repair, metabolic health, and overall longevity. Growth hormone, also known as human growth hormone, HGH or somatotropin, is one of the most crucial hormones in the body for maintaining overall health and longevity. It is produced by the pituitary gland and released in pulses primarily during deep sleep stages. While many people associate growth hormone with childhood growth and development, it plays a vital role throughout adulthood as well. In adults, it supports the regeneration of tissues, the repair of muscles, and the maintenance of healthy metabolism and body composition. At its core, growth hormone acts as a master regulator of cellular repair. It stimulates the production of insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, which in turn promotes the growth and regeneration of tissues, including muscle fibers, skin, and even bone. This regenerative power is essential not just for recovery from exercise, but for countering the wear and tear of daily life. From a longevity perspective, growth hormone's ability to promote tissue repair and cellular health translates into better resilience against age-related decline. Another critical function of growth hormone is its impact on body composition. It facilitates the breakdown of fats stored in adipose tissue, providing a valuable source of energy during fasting states and sleep. This lipolytic effect is particularly relevant for those aiming to maintain a lean physique or lose weight, as it enhances fat utilization while preserving lean muscle mass. In essence, growth hormone shifts the body's metabolism towards fat burning rather than muscle breakdown, helping to preserve a youthful, metabolically active body. Beyond these physical effects, growth hormone also has a profound impact on the brain. It influences cognitive function, mood, and overall brain health. This is because growth hormone receptors are found throughout the brain, particularly in regions involved in memory and emotional regulation. It has been shown to promote neurogenesis and support synaptic plasticity, the process by which our brains form new connections and strengthen existing ones. This means that optimizing growth hormone levels may not only improve physical performance and appearance, but also help maintain a sharp mind and emotional balance as we age. However, it's important to recognize that growth hormone secretion naturally declines with age. Starting in our 30s, we see a gradual reduction in both the amplitude and frequency of growth hormone pulses. This decline can contribute to reduced muscle mass, increased fat accumulation, and slower tissue repair, ultimately influencing how we look, feel, and perform in daily life. Therefore, finding ways to naturally stimulate growth hormone production becomes increasingly important as we age. Fortunately, lifestyle choices such as nutrition, sleep hygiene, and even specific types of exercise can have a significant impact on growth hormone release. For example, prioritizing deep sleep through good sleep habits, performing resistance exercise, and consuming certain nutrients can all boost growth hormone secretion. By understanding and harnessing these natural levers, we can support our body's natural ability to repair and regenerate, promoting a healthier, more vibrant life. In sum, growth hormone is not just about growth, it's about ongoing renewal, metabolic health, and even cognitive function. Optimizing this hormone is a powerful tool for anyone looking to maintain vitality and resilience as they move through the years. It's a key pillar in the foundation of long-term health, and understanding its role is the first step towards unlocking its potential. Circadian rhythms are the natural internal processes that regulate the sleep-wake cycle and repeat roughly every 24 hours. They play a central role in determining the timing of various physiological processes, including hormone production. These rhythms are driven by a master clock in the brain, known as the suprachiasmatic nucleus (SCN), located in the hypothalamus. This master clock receives input from environmental cues, most notably light, to synchronize the body's internal timing with the external day-night cycle. The production of growth hormone is deeply tied to these circadian rhythms. In fact, growth hormone secretion is not constant throughout the day. It follows a pulsatile pattern that is heavily influenced by our sleep cycle. The largest pulses of growth hormone occur during the first few hours of deep sleep, known as slow-wave sleep (SWS). This timing is not coincidental. Slow-wave sleep represents a period of maximal physiological recovery and repair, perfectly aligning with growth hormone's regenerative function. Disruptions to circadian rhythms, such as those caused by irregular sleep patterns, shift work, or excessive exposure to artificial light at night, can impair growth hormone secretion. When the body's natural timing is out of sync, the pulsatile release of growth hormone becomes blunted or irregular. Over time, this can hinder tissue repair, metabolic health, and even cognitive performance, highlighting the importance of maintaining healthy circadian rhythm. Light is a major driver of circadian rhythms because it directly influences the master clock in the brain. Exposure to bright light in the morning helps set the timing for melatonin production at night, which in turn signals the body that it's time to sleep. Melatonin, often referred to as the sleep hormone, also helps to coordinate the rise of growth hormone during deep sleep. In essence, the circadian system is a carefully balanced interplay of environmental signals and hormonal responses, ensuring that growth hormone release occurs at the most beneficial time overnight, when the body can focus on repair and recovery. But light isn't the only factor. Meal timing also feeds into these circadian rhythms. Eating too late in the evening or consuming large meals before bed can disrupt the normal pattern of hormone release, including growth hormone. On the other hand, strategically timed, nutrient-rich meals can actually support the natural pulse of growth hormone, reinforcing the importance of aligning nutrition with the body's internal clock. Temperature also plays a role in the circadian regulation of growth hormone. Core body temperature naturally drops at night, supporting the onset of sleep and the body's readiness to shift into a reparative state. Maintaining a cool, dark sleep environment can further reinforce this natural rhythm, optimizing the conditions for growth hormone release. This integration of environmental cues and physiological processes underscores the power of circadian rhythms in orchestrating health. When we respect and align our behaviors like light exposure, meal timing, and sleep hygiene with our natural rhythms, we create an internal environment that allows growth hormone to do its job effectively. Ultimately, growth hormone is most potent when released in sync with our circadian rhythms. By prioritizing consistent sleep and embracing natural light during the day while minimizing artificial light at night, we support not just deeper sleep, but also more robust growth hormone pulses. This simple alignment of lifestyle with biological timing can have profound effects on physical recovery, metabolic health, and overall well-being. In other words, understanding the role of circadian rhythms in hormone production offers a powerful lever for improving health, performance, and longevity. Nutrition plays a fundamental role in shaping our hormonal environment, and this is especially true for growth hormone production. While factors like sleep and exercise are critical, what we eat and when we eat it can have a profound impact on the body's ability to produce and release growth hormone. This is because nutrients provide the building blocks for hormone synthesis and also act as signals that influence the endocrine system. One of the most potent nutritional triggers for growth hormone release is protein. Proteins are made up of amino acids, which serve as the raw materials for the synthesis of growth hormone itself. Certain amino acids, such as arginine, lysine, and glutamine, have been shown to directly stimulate growth hormone secretion. When these amino acids are present in the bloodstream, they can signal the pituitary gland to release more growth hormone. This is why protein-rich foods, especially those high in these key amino acids, can be so effective in promoting optimal hormone levels. In practical terms, this means that meals centered around high-quality protein sources like lean meats, eggs, dairy products, and legumes can support the body's natural growth hormone rhythm. Incorporating these foods, especially in the evening when the body is preparing for overnight recovery, can create an environment conducive to robust growth hormone pulses during sleep. Carbohydrates also play a role, though in a more nuanced way. While excessive carbohydrate intake can lead to spikes in insulin that may temporarily suppress growth hormone release, strategically timed, moderate carbohydrate consumption can actually be beneficial. This is because insulin, when present at moderate levels, helps shuttle amino acids into cells, supporting muscle repair and tissue growth. However, the key is to avoid excessive insulin spikes close to bedtime, as this can blunt the natural growth hormone surge that occurs during the early sleep cycles. Fats, too, have a place in this conversation. Healthy dietary fats provide the cholesterol backbone for steroid hormone synthesis and help stabilize blood sugar levels, which in turn supports balanced hormone production. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in foods like fatty fish, walnuts, and flax seeds, also have anti-inflammatory properties that can enhance overall cellular health and support hormone function. Beyond macronutrients, certain micronutrients play supportive roles in growth hormone production. Zinc, for example, is essential for the synthesis and secretion of growth hormone. Magnesium supports the body's ability to enter deep sleep, which is when the largest pulses of growth hormone occur. Vitamins like B6 and B12 are involved in the conversion of amino acids and energy metabolism, indirectly supporting hormone balance. Timing of meals is another critical aspect of using nutrition to stimulate growth hormone. Eating large meals late at night can interfere with deep sleep and disrupt the natural hormone pulse that occurs shortly after sleep onset. On the other hand, consuming a balanced, protein-rich meal a few hours before bed, around 8 p.m., can provide the necessary amino acids to support growth hormone production while avoiding the metabolic disruptions of late-night eating. The interplay between nutrition and growth hormone is a reminder that the body operates as an integrated system. The foods we choose and the timing of our meals don't just fuel us for the day, they also send powerful signals to the endocrine system, shaping the internal environment for repair, regeneration, and overall health. By making mindful choices about what we eat in the evening, we can leverage this natural synergy to maximize growth hormone release overnight, supporting our health and longevity in a simple, sustainable way. Certain foods and nutrients have been identified as potent triggers for growth hormone release, making them valuable tools for anyone seeking to harness this powerful hormone for health and longevity. The body's ability to produce growth hormone is influenced by the presence of specific amino acids and nutrients that act as direct precursors or signals for its release. Among the most well-documented triggers are the amino acids arginine, lysine, and glutamine. These amino acids are not just building blocks for proteins, they also play a direct signaling role in the endocrine system. Arginine, for example, has been shown to stimulate the pituitary gland to release growth hormone, particularly when consumed in supplement form or through protein-rich foods like turkey, chicken, and dairy products. Lysine, another essential amino acid, works synergistically with arginine to further enhance growth hormone secretion. Glutamine, found in foods like eggs, beef, and certain dairy products, is another powerful supporter of growth hormone production. During periods of stress or intense physical activity, the body's glutamine stores can become depleted, which can dampen growth hormone output. Including glutamine-rich foods in the diet can help maintain an optimal hormonal environment. In addition to these amino acids, certain foods have been found to have an overall growth hormone boosting effect due to their nutritional profiles. For example, high-quality protein sources such as eggs, yogurt, cottage cheese, and lean meats provide a rich array of essential amino acids, supporting both growth hormone production and muscle repair. Incorporating these foods into an evening meal can help prime the body for overnight recovery. Interestingly, certain plant-based foods also contribute to this hormonal cascade. Nuts and seeds like almonds and pumpkin seeds contain arginine and other nutrients that support growth hormone function. Legumes including lentils and chickpeas are also valuable sources of lysine, making them great options for those following a plant-forward diet. Another category of foods that can influence growth hormone secretion is those that help regulate blood sugar and insulin level. While insulin can temporarily suppress growth hormone in the short term, maintaining stable blood sugar levels throughout the day creates an environment where growth hormone pulses can occur more naturally and robustly at night. This is where foods rich in fiber such as vegetables, fruits, and whole grains come into play. These foods slow down carbohydrate absorption, preventing the sharp insulin spikes that can interfere with nighttime growth hormone release. Certain micronutrients also play a supportive role in this process. Zinc, for example, is an essential mineral for growth hormone synthesis and secretion. It's found in foods like shellfish, beef, seeds, and nuts. Magnesium is another key player, not only because it supports deep, restorative sleep, but also because it's involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, many of which are tied to hormone regulation. Leafy greens, nuts, and seeds are excellent sources of magnesium. Finally, healthy fats should not be overlooked. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish like salmon and sardines have anti-inflammatory properties that create an optimal cellular environment for hormone production. These fats also help modulate insulin sensitivity, indirectly supporting growth hormone function. Incorporating these nutrient-dense foods and amino acid sources into an evening meal timed around 8 p.m. can provide the raw materials and signals that the body needs to boost growth hormone levels overnight. By focusing on a balanced, protein-rich meal that includes these key foods, you're not only satisfying hunger, but also strategically supporting your body's natural regenerative process. This approach combines the best of nutritional science and practical everyday choices to harness the full power of growth hormone and promote lifelong health. Timing is a critical factor in maximizing the body's natural growth hormone production. and eating at 8 p.m. aligns perfectly with this principle. The body operates according to circadian rhythms, an internal clock that governs not just sleep and wakefulness, but also hormone release and cellular repair. Growth hormone pulses are most prominent in the early phases of deep sleep, typically occurring within the first couple of hours after you drift off. By timing your evening meal for around 8 p.m., you can provide the body with the right nutrients at the right moment to optimize this hormonal surge. Eating around 8 p.m. ensures that your body has a few hours to digest and absorb the key nutrients before sleep begins. This timing strikes a balance between fueling your system and allowing enough time for digestion, so your body can focus on repair and regeneration during sleep. If you eat too late closer to bedtime, your body may be preoccupied with digestion, diverting resources away from hormone production and sleep quality. Conversely, eating too early may leave you without the amino acids and nutrients needed to support the growth hormone pulse that occurs later in the night. This strategic timing also works in harmony with melatonin production, another key player in nighttime physiology. Melatonin secretion begins to rise in the evening, signaling to the body that it's time to prepare for rest. Interestingly, the rise in melatonin complements the body's readiness to produce growth hormone, and a meal timed for 8 p.m. ensures that nutrient availability is in sync with this natural hormonal transition. Additionally, eating at 8 p.m. can help stabilize blood sugar levels during the night. Large swings in blood sugar can disrupt sleep and dampen growth hormone release. A balanced protein-rich meal at this time helps provide a slow and steady source of energy, supporting the deep sleep that's essential for the robust nighttime pulse of growth hormone. Another important aspect of this timing is its impact on overall metabolism. Growth hormone has a lipolytic effect, meaning it promotes the breakdown of fat for energy. When you align your meal timing with your body's natural rhythms, you're supporting a state of metabolic flexibility that not only enhances growth hormone release, but also optimizes fat utilization during the overnight. Eating at 8 p.m. also taps into the concept of nutrient timing, a strategy long recognized by athletes and those looking to optimize recovery. By consuming a meal that's rich in protein and supportive nutrients, you're effectively priming the body to repair and rebuild while you sleep. This is when growth hormone is most active, driving tissue repair, collagen synthesis, and muscle recovery. This timing is not just about performance or muscle building, it's about supporting the body's natural ability to heal and regenerate, which is foundational for long-term health and vitality. When you nourish your body with a thoughtfully timed meal in the evening, you're essentially giving your body the tools it needs to thrive overnight. In practical terms, this might look like having a serving of Greek yogurt with some nuts and seeds, a small piece of salmon with roasted vegetables, or even a simple protein smoothie with added amino acids. By planning this meal around 8 p.m., you're harnessing the power of nutrition and timing to work in harmony with your circadian biology, supporting the natural overnight growth hormone pulse that's so essential for repair, regeneration, and overall well-being. Practical takeaways are essential when it comes to implementing any health strategy, and creating an evening routine to maximize growth hormone production is no exception. While understanding the science behind growth hormone, circadian rhythms, and nutrition is powerful, translating this knowledge into a simple, actionable routine can make all the difference in reaping real benefits. To begin with, it's important to set a consistent meal. Eating your final meal around 8 p.m. provides the body with the essential amino acids and nutrients it needs to support growth hormone secretion. This isn't just about the clock, it's about aligning your mealtime with your body's natural circadian rhythm and the upcoming surge of growth hormone during deep sleep. Try to stick to this timing as consistently as possible, even on weekends, to reinforce a healthy rhythm. The content of your meal is equally important. Focus on high-quality protein sources that are rich in amino acids like arginine, lysine, and glutamine. Examples include eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, turkey, chicken, fish, and even legumes if you prefer plant-based options. Pair this protein with some healthy fats such as avocado, nuts, or olive oil to slow digestion and promote a sustained release of nutrients throughout the night. Avoid heavy, high-carbohydrate meals late in the evening, as these can cause large insulin spikes that may interfere with the natural pulse of growth hormone that occurs during the early sleep cycles. Instead, include a modest portion of complex carbohydrates, like sweet potatoes or quinoa if needed for satiety, but keep them balanced to avoid overwhelming the system. In addition to meal timing and content, consider your sleep hygiene practice. Growth hormone production peaks during deep sleep, so creating an environment that promotes high-quality sleep is crucial. About an hour before bedtime, start dimming the lights and limiting screen exposure. Bright artificial light can suppress melatonin, which is closely tied to growth hormone release. Instead, opt for low, warm lighting or even candles if you want to get creative. Temperature is another key factor. Keeping your bedroom cool around 65 degrees or 18 degrees support the natural drop in core body temperature that promotes deeper sleep. This in turn allows the growth hormone pulse to occur more efficiently. If stress or a racing mind is a barrier to sleep, consider incorporating relaxation techniques into your evening routine. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or gentle stretching can lower cortisol levels and promote a more restful transition into sleep, indirectly supporting growth hormone production. One last tip: stay hydrated but avoid excessive liquid intake too close to bedtime to minimize sleep disruptions from nighttime trips to the bathroom. Herbal teas like chamomile or lemon balm can be soothing, but stick to a small cup rather than a large mug. Altogether, this evening routine is more than just a meal, it's a holistic approach to supporting your body's natural rhythm. By consistently eating a balanced, protein-rich meal around 8 p.m., winding down your environment and prioritizing high-quality sleep, you're creating a nightly ritual that primes your body to produce growth hormone in the most efficient way possible. This routine doesn't require radical lifestyle changes. It's about small, deliberate choices that align with your biology. Over time, these habits compound, leading to better recovery, improved body composition, and a foundation for healthy aging. It's a powerful reminder that simple, consistent actions can unlock profound benefits for your health and well-being. In wrapping up this exploration of how to boost growth hormone production overnight by eating a well-timed, nutrient-dense meal at 8 p.m., it's clear that small, deliberate changes to your evening routine can unlock significant benefits for your health and well-being. By aligning your nutrition and lifestyle with your body's natural rhythms, you can leverage the power of growth hormone to support recovery, tissue repair, and metabolic balance in a way that feels both natural and sustainable. The key takeaway here is that growth hormone isn't just something that happens in a vacuum. It's deeply influenced by what we eat, when we eat, and how we prepare for rest. Eating at 8 p.m. gives your body the ideal window to digest and absorb crucial amino acids like arginine, lysine, and glutamine, building blocks that directly support growth hormone production. This is more than just a meal, it's a targeted strategy that takes advantage of your circadian rhythm's natural alignment with the nighttime growth hormone surge. This approach doesn't require expensive supplements or drastic lifestyle overhaul. It's about creating a simple, repeatable habit, a protein-rich meal with balanced nutrients that primes your body to enter a regenerative state overnight. Pair this with a sleep-friendly environment, low light, a cool room, and a calm mind, and you're setting the stage for optimal hormone function. It's worth emphasizing that these strategies are more than just hacks for immediate performance. They're a way to support your body's natural capacity for healing and renewal. Over time, this translates to better muscle recovery, improved metabolic health, and even greater cognitive function. By honoring the signals your body is sending and giving it the raw materials and the right environment, you're making an investment in your long-term vitality. Remember, growth hormone is one of the most potent agents for repair and rejuvenation that we have at our disposal, and it's completely free when we work in sync with our biology. Eating thoughtfully at 8 p.m., winding down properly, and prioritizing restorative sleep are simple practices that can yield profound benefit. So tonight, consider this. Your next meal isn't just about satisfying hunger, it's a chance to give your body the resources it needs to thrive, rebuild, and grow stronger overnight. So why? This timing aligns with the onset of our natural melatonin production and the body's readiness to enter restorative sleep. By consuming these specific foods around 8 p.m., we provide the body with the raw materials it needs to support robust growth hormone production overnight. Imagine a simple evening meal rich in protein, perhaps a bowl of Greek yogurt with a handful of nuts, or a small serving of turkey. Not only does this satisfy your hunger, but it also primes your hormonal environment for optimal overnight recovery and repair. To put it all together, consider this as part of your evening routine. Around 8 p.m., incorporate a protein-rich food source known to support growth hormone production. Pair this with winding down your evening, dim the lights, limit screen time, and let your body slip into a deep, restorative sleep. This simple strategy doesn't require drastic changes to your lifestyle. Just a small mindful tweak in your nutrition and timing can help you harness the full power of your body's natural growth hormone rhythm. Thank you.